Hello, hello, and welcome to Bird's Nest Designs. Today is January 2nd, 2025, and I am here live for the first time this year and using a brand new software program. So please say hello if you're here watching me live. I know it's a different time, so hopefully some of you will join me for this morning's coffee and card session. I should be live on Bird's Nest Designs Facebook page and YouTube channel, as well as my Creative Corner Facebook group. So let me just grab my I'm just gonna grab my phone here and just check in to see if I'm actually live in the group. Like I said, this is a brand new system. Grab my phone here and just check in. It appears I am, as I can hear myself echoing in the background. So there we have it. We are live in all the right places. So say hello if you're here watching. I am so excited to be here with you guys today. I'm just going to actually check one thing before we get too far because, as I mentioned, brand new system, never used this before. Oh, thank you, Joan, for saying hello. I know we're working over on Facebook. So now I'm just going to double check that YouTube is also working. And then we will get started. It's always fun, but also a little scary when you're using a brand new program. And so I just want to make sure that things are going the way they're supposed to. And it does look like we are live over there on YouTube, I believe. Although, if anyone's watching on YouTube, please say hello because it says it's there, but I don't know if it's actually working. So we're just gonna go with it and I will check when we are all said and done. So I hope you guys all had a very, very Merry Christmas, a Happy New Year and all of those things and had a fabulous holiday. Hi, Kathy. It was very, very quiet here today, this year. It was just hubby and I. We had a really nice celebration with our youngest son and his fiance on the 21st. But then on actual Christmas Day, it was just hubby and I, which was nice in one way, but I was really missing my big family get-together that I'm used to having when we lived back in BC. So it was a different Christmas for sure, but we embraced it and here we are. Let me know in the comments, please, for those of you watching, how the sound is, how the picture is. Like I said, brand new program we're using. My husband helped me set it all up this over the holidays, and so hopefully it's going well. Okay, so I can see some comments coming in. Oh, now they just went away. Okay, well, that's interesting. Okay, well, I'm not sure what's going on there. Okay, we're just gonna leave it alone. Okay, so are you guys excited? Next week, the brand new catalogs go live. So we've got the mini catalog. The January to April mini catalog launches on Tuesday, as well as the biggest promotion of the year, Sale-A-Bration starts then as well. So I hope that you guys have your catalogs or brochures. If you are needing one, please reach out to me if you're here in Canada, and I will get one sent off to you. I am still waiting for mine to arrive. Many of you may have heard that through the Canada Post strike, my deliveries were drastically affected because of where I live. And so Stampin' Up is still not able to ship directly to my my home here. So I have them getting shipped to an alternate address. But those catalogs have not yet arrived, and hopefully they will be here very soon. And the minute they are, I will get them off to you. Okay, sound is good. Okay. I think everything is coming in good. All right. So we are going to start off with coffee and cards. We're going to use some brand new stamp sets from these upcoming publications, and I am really excited to get started with you guys. Ooh, Joan's got her new catalogs and is ready to order. That's awesome. What's the first thing you're going to order from that beautiful new catalog? Coffee and cards. I gotta have my coffee. It's early and it is cold here. Oh my gosh, it is minus 23 degrees and it feels so chilly. All right, so I'm not sure if we have anyone watching over on YouTube, but if you are, please say hello so I know it is working. All right, and I do believe I read that I also have to be open on here. Sorry, guys. Just bear with me. We're learning curves, and there's only one way to learn all of this new stuff. Okay, so where are you guys watching from? You are watching. Good morning, Tina. Hello. I was hoping to be on YouTube, but I don't know what's going on over there. So Tina is asking me if I'm not live on YouTube. And so I was under the impression that I was, but it does not appear to be going there. Okay, well, we're gonna have to figure that one out because it says that I am live. Oh, no. Oh, hello, Tanya. Happy New Year. Okay, so I don't know what's going on over on YouTube. I do apologize. I will get this video uploaded there as soon as we're done, but we're just going to get going and I will have to figure that one out as we go. Hello, Karen. Welcome. Good morning. Good morning. Okay, so let me just change this view here a little bit. And so let me show you what we're going to be using this morning. So we are going to be using this, this fun new stamp set called With You in Mind. It's got some really great big sentiments. Why is this not? There we go. We've got some really great big sentiments there for you to use. Hi, Beth from Pennsylvania. Good morning. And we are also going to be using the terrific Toadstools stamp set and the coordinating punch right here. We're going to be using some really bright colors with Granny Apple Green and Melon Mambo. And we're going to be using some of the new Toadstool Gardens Designer Series paper from Sale-A-Bration. So be excited. This is going to be a really fun fold. And we're going to have a lot of fun creating it together. So let me just change this view again. I can't stamp and craft and be in picture because I won't be looking at all on the camera. So we won't do that. All right. So here it is. I'm a little flustered that it's not working over on YouTube, but we're just going to let it go. So we're going to make a really fun fold card this morning. Let me grab in the pieces I've created here. I'm going to turn on my other light so that's nice and bright for you guys. Okay. New setup is always a bit of an adjustment. How is the lighting? How does the picture look on your end? Let me know so I know if I need to make any adjustments. So first things first, we've got a piece of Granny Apple Green cardstock that is 4 1/4 by 10. So I did cut it in half lengthwise and then trimmed off 1 inch. And I've scored it at 4 1/4 and 8 1/2. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to take that. I need my bone folder, and we're going to fold in and burnish these creases. All right. So now we have a card that looks like this, okay? And when it's folded up, it's this nice, pretty little square. So we're going to then take a piece of Melon Mambo, one of my very favorite Stampin' Up colors. And this one, I've already forgotten the measurement. So let me just measure that out for you guys. This is 4 1/8 by 5 3/8. So this card definitely has those 1/8 measurements. For those of you who aren't fans, I do apologize. Okay, and then we've got a piece of basic white that also measures 3 7/8 by 5 1/8. So we're just broken that down by 1/4. I'm going to grab my adhesive out of the drawer here. All right, so does the picture look okay, you guys? Does it sound good? Let me know. All right, so we're going to attach this piece of white. We're going to center it on our Melon Mambo. All righty, there we are. So now that we have that on there, we're going to open our card, and our card is actually going to open like this. So it's going to be opening kind of like that. Okay, this piece here is going to get attached inside the card. So we're going to add adhesive on this edge and then on this edge here. And you could actually, let's do that. Let's put a little bit right along this edge so it catches the pink. We're going to attach it like that. Okay, so I don't know if anybody's leaving comments or if this has just stopped. Okay, Kathy says she loves the Toadstools. Awesome, awesome. Alrighty. So again, let me know how the picture is, what the sound is like, if everything's good. Alrighty, so now our card is going to close like this, and then we have this fun little piece popped out over here. So I don't want that to be just plain white. So what we're going to do, so when you spend $75 here in Canada, you can choose a free product, and this Toadstools paper is top of my list. It is so adorable. So we're going to take this fun striped pattern here, and we're going to adhere that. This is 1 1/4 wide by 3 7/8 long. These measurements, again, will all be on my blog when I post this, so don't stress too much if you're missing them. Okay, so there we have that stripe down the side. Oh, thanks for letting me know, Beth. She said the sound and picture is good there. Okay, so now when we close it, now we have that popping out. How much prettier is that than just the plain white? Okay, so next thing we're gonna do, we're gonna grab a piece of Melon Mambo that is 3 1/2 by 3 1/2. And that is going to go centered on our Granny Apple Green card front. Okay. I love the bold, bright colors in this card, especially for first thing in the morning. And you know, how fun is it to coffee and cards in the morning? 2 of my favorite things. It's going to make sure the day gets off to a great start. Okay, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to take a piece of 3 1/4 by 3 1/4 basic white. Thank you, Tina, for letting me know. Tina says that picture and sound is great too. All right, so this piece here, what we're going to do, we're going to take another strip of the Toadstool Gardens paper, and we're going to adhere that to the bottom. So this piece measures 1 1/4 by 3 1/4. Okay, so aren't those snails and toadstools just simply adorable? I am loving this paper. And I really hope that it doesn't sell out too quickly because I have so many things planned with it. Okay, so that piece there, we're going to take, I'm going to grab another sip of my coffee. All right. Okay, so we've got this. Now we're going to take our With You in Mind. It's going to take me some getting used to with this new setup, you guys, because I have to watch my other device for the comments from Facebook group. They don't show up on my big screen. And of course, right now, YouTube's not working either. So bear with me. So we're going to use Best Wishes from With You in Mind. This is such a fabulous stamp set, you guys. I think this is a must-have for everybody. Look how awesome these fonts are and how large the sentiments are. And then we have these great little accents as well. So I definitely think this should be top of your list from the new catalog. Okay, black. We're going to use some Memento here to stamp our Best Wishes. And I like to use my Memento upside down on sentiment stamps, like big ones, because I want to make sure I get a nice coverage. Make sure that it is nice and inky. And then we're going to stamp that over here on the left-hand side. Okay. There we go. And then that piece can now go on our Melon Mambo. Okay, so we're going to grab some bumpets, aka dimensionals, and we're going to stick 5 of them on. So 1 in each corner and 1 in the center. I'm so sad. I broke my little dimensional back dish that I had, my cute little one with the gold heart. I broke that over the holidays. And so now I just have piles of dimensional backs everywhere. Okay, so there is the start of the card front. And that is looking very crooked. Let me see if I can pull that off. Oh gosh. It wasn't until I looked up into the camera view on my screen that I was like, oh my gosh, that's really crooked, Denise. Let's see if we can pry it off gently and wiggle it straight a little bit here. There we go. Oof. All right, so there we have that. Now, we're going to set it aside for a second and we're going to bring in another piece of basic white to do some stamping of these fun toadstools. Now, aren't those super sweet, you guys? Terrific toadstools, coordinates perfectly with the Toadstool Gardens DSP, and it has a fun new punch. I love punches, makes cutting things out so super easy. So we're going to use that. And we're going to use some stamps from here. So let me see what stamps we're going to use. We're going to use this large toadstool with the larger stem. And then we're going to use this fun little branch of leaves. So I'm going to go ahead and punch out this toadstool top first. Okay. Now I prefer, for the most part, to punch or die cut first and then stamp on it when they're photopolymer. Of course, when they're cling, we can't do that. We have to do it the other way around to get it matched up, unless you have like a Stamp-A-Majig or something that you can still use. But I don't. So we're going to do it this way. So now I've got it on my silicone mat and I can just line this up. Now the really cool thing about these toadstool stamps is that they are actually larger than the punched image. So the stamp is larger, which means we're not going to have any of that white border, and you're not going to have to worry about whether or not you get it on there just right, because it's going to cover the entire shape. Okay, so isn't that a kind of a cool new feature that they've done, they brought in. So we've got our toadstool top done. Then we are going to grab that white paper again. This time we're going to use our gray granite. And we're going to stamp the toadstool stem. And I love this one, looks so fun. It kind of looks like the stem is wearing a little tutu. I know mushroom stems look like that, but isn't that cute? I just love that one. So we've got that, and then we're also going to want to stamp in Granny Apple Green 2 of these branches. And this stamp set, oh my, or this stamp image, these branches are just, I think it's so perfect. It's so bold and fun. So I'm excited about that one, and I'm sure it'll get used on many, many projects. Uh-oh. Okay, so now, in my paper snips that flew out of my hand, we're just going to quickly trim out these images. Okay. So we're fussy cutting out this mushroom stem. Oops, that one's a little thick. We'll come back and trim that. So I want the white border to be relatively even. But of course, that doesn't always work out, but just trimming. Okay, so I'm just going to come back here. That was a bit thicker, and I'll show you why that's important. Okay, so there's that. And then let's cut out these 2 while we're going. We're going to cut out these 2 leaf branches. Now you can go in between the leaves like I am here if you choose, or you can simply just cut around the outer sides to make it simpler. Whatever you like, it's going to look fun, especially because it's kind of on a white background, so you won't you won't notice it as much whether or not those are cut out. Okay, I'm just gonna make this piece a little smaller here. So wouldn't it be great if there was a punch for all the shapes in the stamp set? That's okay. Fussy, you have not had your second cup of coffee yet this morning. Sitting there taunting me. What do you guys think of this morning time for a video? Maybe you're getting ready for work and watching as you go, or eating your breakfast, or maybe you're like raring for the day already in your craft room, ready to go. Okay, there's one branch, and then we'll cut out the second one. No, Doris, there is no dies for this stamp set, just the punch that punches out the toadstool tops and the thinner toadstool stem. So this one, if you want to cut them out like I am, then you're going to have to fussy cut them. Or of course, if you have a machine like a scan and cut or something that could cut them out, it would do that for you as well. But good old-fashioned paper snips it is. All right. Almost finished. And then we'll assemble this card, and you guys are going to see how cute it looks all put together. Joan says she's retired. Anytime's good for her. That's awesome. Okay. I just thought I would change it up a little and try something in the morning and see how that goes. So I have got lots of new things planned for 2025. It's going to be a great year, and I am so excited. All right, let's get rid of these scrap pieces. Okay, so now we're going to build our mushroom. So I've got the top there, and then the stem is actually going to go on top like that, because we're seeing it kind of like it's lifting, and this is the underside of the toadstool. If we do it this way, right, that just doesn't look quite right, because this is not showing the side view. It's showing kind of from underneath. So we're going to attach that on there like that. And we're going to take some, oh, this one's been giving me some grief. I can feel that there's glue in there, but I cannot make it come out. Okay. Oh, I'm so glad you love it, Kathy. It's such a fun set. Okay, so I've got a little bit of glue there. I'm going to stick this stem right on top of this toadstool. Okay, and we're just going to let that dry for a second. All right, while that's drying, let me grab some mini bumpets here. Joan's saying, does the punch cut out any mushrooms from the DSP? I'm going to say no. Actually, I know it's a no, because it's just cutting out the tops, if you can see that. So on this stamp set here, this is going to cut out this top here. This one is going to cut out this top. And then this little piece right there is going to cut out this stem. So in the paper, and I can show you guys the paper when we're all done, and show you how beautiful it is, and you'll see that it will not cut the mushrooms out. In fact, the mushrooms on the paper are quite small, but they're so fun. Okay, now we've got everything dry. So I will grab that paper as soon as I'm done putting this card together for you guys. Okay, I'm going to put 3 bumpets on the back. Okay. And then we're going to take this toadstool and we're going to stick it up here. Okay, so I want the top of the toadstool just above that T, like that. Okay, oh my gosh, that is so cute. I just love these toadstools. Now, on the back of this one, we are going to put just a single mini bumpet. And then that is going to kind of come here like this, kind of tucking it under. Maybe I want that one poked up at the top. Okay, so that one's going to go like that. And then this little one, again, a single bumpet. And this one can come up like this. Now be careful that we don't cover our wishes. We want to make sure the best wishes is still visible. So there we've got our branches coming up from the bottom of the toadstool. Okay, we're not done yet. We're going to take a piece, another strip of this designer series paper, which is the back of this snail piece. Okay, so we have these nice melon mambo shade pattern, and then we're going to flag the ends. Okay, I'm bringing in my banner pick a punch, and I'm going to banner cut these. This is retired. Hopefully you have one in your stash. If not, then you can just use your scissors to flag the end or a similar punch. So I'm going to punch that one, and then I'm going to flip it over, and I'm going to, oh gosh, I'm going to punch that end. Okay, so now this is going to go across there to kind of hide this, what are we going to call that? Like a seam, or where they all kind of join up. We're going to make that a nice, clean, finished look by putting this little banner across the front. So that is only a 1/2 inch. I believe it was 1/2 inch. Yes, 1/2 inch. Okay, by 4 is what I cut that one. So I'm just going to put a bump it on either end. Joan says she had gold and brown mushroom wallpaper in my kitchen in the 70s. You know what? That seems oddly familiar to me. I'm thinking maybe one of my grandparents did as well. Because as soon as I read that, I was like, okay, that seems really familiar. Okay, so I'm going to attach that across there. Okay, like that. Oh, how fun is this? Okay, now this is how our card's going to open, right? And now we've got this flap here of green, and that's just boring. So I've cut another piece that is going to go straight across there that coordinates with our snails on the front. So as I mentioned, all of these measurements, dimensions will be on my blog when I get this posted. So we'll have that. You can grab them there. And my blog, of course, is right there on the bottom of the screen, createwithbirdsnest.ca. Click there for anything you want to find out about what I'm hosting, what's going on. All the things are always on there. So this little flap is just part of our fun fold. If you wanted to create a pocket, you could simply add some adhesive here. And then this would act as a little pocket. You could tuck in a gift card, a note, or whatever you wanted to tuck in. And then there's our front. But we got to add a little bit of bling because, of course, our cards need some bling. So another Sale-A-Bration product that you can choose are these fun sequins. They're called purple adhesive back sequins. And as you can see, they all kind of have like a pink and purple kind of hue to them. These are iridescent, so the pink and the purple really shine through on these ones. So I'm going to grab these. And my Take a Pick tool over here. And I think I'm going to use, just because we don't have a lot of purple in here, I'm going to use the ones up here that are a little bit more pink. And we're just going to stick a couple onto our, oh, see there's 2 different sizes in each color. So we stick one there. And then we need a third one. So let me just see. I'm going to take a smaller one. Maybe stick that right in there to add some bling. Okay. What do you guys think? Isn't this a fun card? And just a kind of a unique little fun fold with this piece flipping out on the side there. Happy New Year, Carla. And look at the back. The back doesn't even look bad with these 2 beautiful colors, and we can see those through each. So there is today's card. There was my sample one. So pretty. I love this card. I got this fun fold design from Connie Stewart's site. She has got some brilliant stuff over there. So thank you to Connie for the fun fold idea. Of course, I changed it up and used different paper, different stamps, all that. But the fun fold actual base of the card came from Connie's site. And let me grab that paper. Okay, so here is the paper. Oh my gosh, I have used so much of this, you guys. So let me just see if I can have enough of each piece. So it is the Toadstool Gardens Designer Series paper, and it's available Sale-A-Bration 2025. So you can earn it for free with a $75 order starting January 7th, through to February 28th. For those of you in the US, I believe Michelle told me that it's $60 you need to spend in order to get this. So let's see if we can find full sheets. So here is one. This is a fun little polka dot pattern. And actually I can zoom you guys in a bit so you can see this paper nice and close. So there's some polka dots, and the flip side of that is that stripe piece that we used. And then we have, oh my gosh, isn't this one fun? Look at these mushrooms. So these ones you could fussy cut. And then I love the orange and the melon mambo together. It's just so spectacular. And the back of that one is a fun greenery pattern. So you could use this. It could be very versatile for many, many things. And here's the snails we used. And of course, on the back of that was the melon mambo pattern. Then we have, oh my gosh, this one's my favorite because of course it's pink. And so I love how cute this is with the acorns and the ladybugs, and oh my gosh, the purple in there too. So, so fabulous. And then the back of that one is some purple stripes. So for all my purple fans out there, this is a nice fresh freesia striped pattern. So again, very versatile. This one here is like a gradient of mushrooms, which I haven't used this one yet, but isn't it fun? I just love how like different it is. And the back of that is this pattern here, which is kind of like that mushroom texture kind of look. You could also use it as like in place of a wood grain or something. So it's a nice gray granite tone. This one is wild. This one is so funky, and I think it would make fabulous ice cream, like rainbow sherbet. So this piece here has on the back some fun melon mambo kind of pattern. Isn't that fun? And then I think, is that all of them? I think that might be all of them. This is all jumbled up together. I usually keep my DSP all organized, but I have been on a creating roll lately, and so everything is a bit of a mess. Okay, that's it. That is that fabulous paper. Okay, let me come back to here. So there's the paper in its glory. You guys make sure you get that in one of your first orders come Sale-A-Bration, because I feel like it might sell out quickly. It is so awesome, and it would be great for Valentine's Day cards, Doris. Okay, again, here is the card we made today, this fun little fun fold. And I hope that you've enjoyed this first coffee and card session of 2025. There we go. I'm back. I got to turn this light off because otherwise I have this blue tone on me. So I'm still working out the setup. Thank you guys so much for being here and for all your input. Let me know how the stream went for those of you watching. I apologize it didn't go live on YouTube for those of you who prefer to watch on YouTube, but I will get that figured out before I am live again. And I am hoping to be live tomorrow, but I will post that because I'm trying to just juggle some things in my calendar. But next week, starting on January 6th, the day before Sale-A-Bration and the catalog go live, Michelle and I have something really fun planned for you guys. So if you know my friend Michelle Litwiller from Owl Star Stampers, her and I partner together quite often, and we've got a great week of Sale-A-Bration planned for you guys. So be sure to stay tuned for that. It'll be coming out in an email, all of the details, but it'll be all week long next week. So I'm so excited for that, and I'm so excited for Sale-A-Bration. Thank you all for being here. Don't forget to check out my blog. This will be posted later today for you to go in and get all of the directions and measurements. So thank you so much for watching. Have a wonderful, wonderful day.